Welcome to day 20 of 30 days of yoga. We're going to begin this yin class on our back, so just setting yourself up with your usual props, your blocks and your bolster. We shouldn't be needing our strap today. And then when you're ready, making yourself comfy on your back. And today we are working with what is known in Chinese medicine as the triple burner. Now there's lots of talk as to whether this is a physical organ or just an energetic explanation of function within the body. So we're just going to look into the triple burner as we rest here on our back. It's first settling into your body, slowing the breath, observing the breath, making any little adjustments that you need to come and really land here on the back of your body. We're just going to begin with our 3-part yogic breath. And it is this breath that taps into the region of the triple burner. So the triple burner is broken down into 3 burners. Can sometimes be known as the triple warmer. And this is broken down into the upper, middle and lower burner. So we're going to explore this area of our body with our breath, beginning with the lower burner below the belly button. And it is this burner that contains the kidneys, the bladder, the small intestine, and the large, as well as the uterus and the liver, is all involved in this. I almost see it as like a cavity within the body that holds a certain group of organs. This is the lower burner. Just starting to breathe into this space just below the belly button. Breathing all the way down into lower belly. And the function of the lower burner is to separate waste. All of these organs work to separate waste from food and also the reabsorption of useful fluids within the body. And we come to send our breath into the middle burner. The middle burner is between the diaphragm and the belly button. The middle burner contains as a whole the stomach, the spleen and the gallbladder. The function of the middle burner is the transformation and transportation of nutrients and everything that needs to be moved around the body. Breathing into this space between the diaphragm and the belly button. And we move to the upper burner. The upper burner is the area above the diaphragm, so the chest area. It holds as a whole the functioning of the heart, the pericardium and the lungs. Its main function is overall the dispersal of fluids through the body. Here, just starting to regulate your breath in these 3 burners, breathing into lower belly, mid belly, up into the chest. And releasing from the chest, from the belly, and from the lower belly. Continuing with that rhythm, breathing into lower belly, into mid belly, into chest. Releasing from chest. Releasing from mid-belly, releasing from lower belly. Just moving at your own pace with your breath. And so the overall functioning of the triple burner is it helps to regulate all of the organs of the body and the circulation of chi, so of life force energy, of prana. In doing so, it also helps to regulate our whole nervous system as well as our immune system. You can continue with your 3-part breath, touching into each area of each burner. Or maybe choose to follow your awareness along the meridian channel of the triple burner. This channel begins at the ring fingertip, then passes between the knuckles of ring and pinky finger, goes between the 2 arm bones as it travels up the arm to the shoulder via the tip of the elbow. And the tip of the elbow continues up the back of the upper arm to make it here to the shoulder. It then passes to the chest and draws up the side of the neck and around the ear to end at the temple. Beginning at the tip of the ring finger, going between the knuckles of pinky finger, through the inner arm bones to the tip of the elbow, traveling up the back of the upper arm, to the shoulder, to the chest, and up the side of the neck, around the ear to end at the temple. It's letting go of any control of breath, any focus of that meridian channel. Allowing the breath to naturally slow as you maintain your awareness of breath, but without control of breath. And then taking your time to start to bring yourself into a seated position. I'm going to recommend kneeling for this seat. You're more than welcome to cross your legs, but bringing your bolster or your cushion in between the legs for a little more comfort in your kneeling position. So finding your seat here, we're going to start with opening the sides of the neck where that triple burner meridian lies. 2 options for this neck stretch is we can just simply drop the right ear to the right shoulder, arms long down by your side. Maybe you choose to bring right hand to the left side of the face. We have the option to also work the whole meridian channel by interlacing your hands behind your lower back, placing the back of the left hand to the right hip, and then from here we just draw the right ear to right shoulder to hold. And keeping breath soft, maybe smoothing the breath down the left side of the neck. As you open the side of the neck and you relax through the face, think about smoothing out through the forehead. Soften the area between the brows. Allowing the eyelids to softly be touching together. Draw that right ear a little closer to the shoulder as you let go, just a touch more. And being really, really gentle with your head, we're going to first draw the chin to chest to exit, so dropping the chin down and then just rebalancing through center, gently guiding your head back on top of the spine. Just taking a moment here in your seat with your eyes closed and just observing the sensation through the left side of the neck compared to the right. Maybe you feel like your head's a little lopsided, a little bit taller on one side. Maybe you feel that buzz light up that meridian line around the ear all the way to the temple. Just observing left side of body, left side of neck, of head, shoulder, compared to the right. And releasing arms back down by your side if you took the option to gently draw left ear to left shoulder with arms by your side. Maybe adding left palm to the right side of the face. Or this time we find the opposite interlace of fingers, placing the back of the right hand to left hip as we draw left ear to left shoulder. Deep breath, tracing the outside of right neck. Releasing more as you exhale, left ear falls closer to left shoulder. And again, to exit, we draw the chin down to the chest, releasing thumbs to lower back if you have the bind, and taking a moment to gently restack head on top of the spine. And when you feel safe to do so, just being really careful with moving the neck as you make your way down onto your back. We're placing the bolster underneath the lower back, so maybe enter your back from that space, bolster already there. And here, choosing to keep a bend in your knees, like a reclined bridge pose. Otherwise, we're going to lengthen the legs out, stretching through the whole front of the body. And from here, we're finding a bind with hands to elbows. So just being conscious of what forearm is stacked on top of the others. We're going to find a switch halfway through, and then we're resting forearms up and overhead. And switching the stack of the forearm, so bringing opposite forearm on top as you bring hands to elbows. And taking a breath down the front of the body. And as you exhale, gently release your bind of the hands. Hands come back down by your side. Just bending into the knees to begin. If your legs are long, just take a moment here with the knees bent. And then maybe just drawing the knees in towards your chest for a minute here, supported by the bolster underneath your lower back. And finding a rebound as we shift the bolster down to under the knees. And extending legs long, arms long down by your side. And here we look at the consciousness of the triple burner. The consciousness of the triple burner involves emotions or situations, experiences which involve acceptance, boundaries, coordination, discernment, dogma, friendship, guilt, regulation, relationship with the world, stubbornness, and suspicion. And from your back, taking a roll to your side as you come to meet in your seat. And from our seat, we make our way into our tabletop pose, bringing knees underneath the hips. We're going to find our thread the needle pose. We can use our bolster to rest our arm onto, or we can do this just from our mat without any props. So hands come underneath the shoulder if you're using your bolster, taking it just behind the left wrist. I'm going to start with an inhale breath as we reach our right fingertips high. And then threading the right arm behind the left, we release the back of the arm, the right shoulder down to the bolster. And just relaxing the head onto the bolster, maybe onto the block. Just reaching your left fingertips forward. We can do this, of course, without our prop. Just coming to bring the right arm all the way down. Maybe you choose for just a block under the shoulder or the head, or you come all the way down to the earth. Bring the left hand back underneath left shoulder. Slowly, slowly start to bring yourself back into your tabletop. Just finding our narrow child's pose here with knees together, sinking hips back to the heels. Send your fingertips down towards your toes and just let the shoulders soften and round. And then when you feel ready, starting to draw back to your tabletop. Hands come underneath the shoulders, knees back underneath the hips. Repositioning your bolster if you need. Bolster comes behind the right arm. We ground into the right arm as you inhale, sweep the left fingertips high. And threading left arm onto the bolster, or placing it down to the earth as you ground the left cheek and left shoulder to block earth or bolster. Maybe walking those right fingertips forward or just keeping it as a support in your half push-up. final minute here on this side. And bringing hand underneath shoulder once again. Slowly guiding yourself back to your tabletop. And taking that short rebound of hips back to heels, fingertips to the toes, draping shoulders over the thighs. We're rising back once again to our tabletop. If you find this is a little tough on your knees, just place a blanket under your knees if you have one handy, or one of your cushions. But we're entering our next pose from this position once again. So similar to our puppy pose, but we're taking a side stretch through the outer side of the upper arm. So walking your hands towards the right side of the mat and just starting to mount your forehead to your block or to your bolster. And not so much in a child's pose here, remembering to try and keep the hips high over the knees. Maybe you choose to interlace your right hand over the left to help anchor. And taking a deep breath in. And as you exhale, we walk all the way to the other side. Hands come over to the left, choosing to take that anchoring of the left hand on top of right if you wish to interlace. Final 30 seconds here. And drawing back through center, really gentle with the shoulders. Grounding into the forearms. Restacking hands underneath the shoulders and slowly making your way down onto your back. Taking the setup of bolster for support. Or maybe you choose today to grab a hold of your block. And we're just going to place the block onto our occipital bone, really close to where our vagus nerve is. That is almost like the little on and off switch for our nervous system between parasympathetic and sympathetic, our fight or flight or rest and digest. And here you can close down your eyes. Sometimes it feels really nice to find a little rock of the head from side to side across the edge of the block. Starting to release any tension through the muscles around the base of the skull. You can continue to rock the head from side to side or join in awareness of breath as you rest the head through center. And this is a breath count that connects to the vagus nerve and helps to calm and drop into our parasympathetic, our rest and digest system. How this works is we inhale for a count of 5. We hold the breath in for a count of 2. And we exhale for a count of 8. So we take a cycle of breath together to prepare. Inhale. Full breath out. And then inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 2. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 2. Exhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 2. Exhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. And finding 2 more rounds with your count. Just releasing the count. Choosing to keep the head on the block if it still feels good. Maybe you're resting completely on your back. And reconnecting to the consciousness of the triple burner. Again, in this space of stillness, being aware of what shows up in your body, in your mind, in your emotions, your feelings. And breathing into that, releasing what does not feel good to hold. Boundaries, coordination, discernment, dogma, friendship, guilt, harmony, regulation, relationship with the world, stubbornness, and suspicion. Breathing into the consciousness of the triple burner as a whole. And full breath out as you allow the exhale breath to guide you into your rest. And not budging if you have time to stay longer on your back. If you do need to, think about moving. If your head is on your block, just slowly releasing the block from underneath you, being really gentle with your head as you place it back down to the earth. And finding wiggles through the tiptoes, through your fingertips, rolling through the ankles, through the wrists. And choosing to either close your practice on your back or choosing to take a seat. And from wherever you are, bringing palms to touch, thumbs to third eye center, repeat in your mind, I create my own reality. Bringing thumbs to lips, I speak my truth. Bringing thumbs to heart, I follow my heart. Taking a deep breath into lower belly, mid belly, into chest. And exhaling for our day 20 together. Thank you for joining. Namaste.